I basically like everything about the World War II Soviets.
I like the Germans. They look nice. With their black.
Dogfight 1942. A bunch of P-51s versus zeros on the screensaver. Watch me click on it, and it looks animated. Watch it have crappy graphics. Oh, wow, what a surprise!
Crappy.
Shitty graphics. I hate those games where they have like historical World War II vehicles, but they add like, instead of having like, if it like a Spitfire,
Instead of being realistic,
they have it look like a Spitfire, but instead of making it realistic, they add like a bunch of 20 mils, and it makes it look like it's just a 50, like instead of having 50 cals on the P-51, it makes it look like they have like 40 millimeter machine gun cannons on it.
you know what? One of Gaijin's older games, they had the P-51 with the P-47 cockpit, and they had like it go like 1,000 kilometers in it.
Bullshit.
Search it up. It's what is it called? IL-2 or something. I can't. Yeah, it's IL-2, but it's not the right one.
Gaijin did not make that game. I hope you know.
It's a different IL-2 game. I promise. Search up IL-2 made by Gaijin.
What's the last thing to tell you? I don't want to. Who would download those shitty Star Wars games?
Children with no friends.
They made this game out of this TV show called Deadliest Warrior, where they did computer analyze. Like if they wanted to do, there was this one episode where they did Nazis versus Viet Cong, where they took the the standard Nazi weapon, and they took Viet Cong weapons and put them up together, and then they do a data analysis, and then they have they always do like a data analysis, and they test the guns during the episode, and then at the end of the episode they have a computer thing set up where it's like very 3D dimensional, and it looks realistic. It basically, they set up this computer thing where it shows you, like, you know, the Nazis versus the Viet Cong, and in like the best graphics ever in a computer simulation, and you watch it, and there's 5 people on each team, and you find out who wins. And honestly, it is like it's an actual episode. The game itself is stupid, but the TV show was actually pretty cool until they canceled it. Well, not canceled it, but they don't play it anymore because it's over. I guess you could say they canceled it, but technically they didn't.
I mean, if a show doesn't come out with another season, it's canceled.
Well, yeah, true. It's on Netflix, and then they got rid of it, which is stupid. And I won't lie to you, it was a fun game. I might download this game, Operation Flashpoint. I looked it up and the graphics are mint.
Wait, how much is it?
It's free.
Wait, free to play? Like free?
It's in the PlayStation Now section.
But it's not free because you have to subscribe to it.
Yeah, but you can start a free trial.
I don't have it. I already used a free trial once. Ooh, jeez.
These games it looks realistic as fuck.
I'm live on YouTube for some reason. I don't know why.
I might give love. Don't care about the world from. I'm here to go. I'm just looking for to go. My head is hard. Understood. But you're not here to Poker Night 2, that's a cool game. It's basically a bunch of different video games like Borderlands and whatever. It was just bunch of Steam games and regular games, and it's basically like characters from the different games, and you can play poker
With
and
them.
stuff. It's pretty cool. What game should I get? I'm going through all the games, just looking at them because they're cool. You know what's funny?
What?
Resident Evil has always claimed to be like a zombie game, but
not.
there were never any zombies in the game itself. That honestly doesn't make sense. Ratatouille. Honestly, that looks like a game I want. Even though it's a little bullshit and it's pointless, I'd honestly look like I want to get it for some reason. Sega bass fishing? Wow. Silent Hill? Hell no, I could never play that game.
What is Silent Hill?
It's one of the most scariest movies I've ever seen, and I never want to get it. No, it's scary as fuck. I watched it with my mother's boyfriend, and it's scary.
You died? Did you crap your pants?
No, but it's like one of those movies where when you watch it, you literally have to like put a blanket over your head and not watch.
Oh man, I thought
This is basically based off that movie 9.
Oh, 9 is awesome. 9's a good movie.
Wait, I know what it's about, but to prove you know what it's about, tell me.
It's about these 9 sock puppets, and they come alive with this guy's like soul spirits.
Yep, you know. No, you know. It's called this game called Stealth Inc., A Clone in the Dark, and they all look like the characters from the movie 9.
Guys.
Yes, ma'am.
No. You guys gotta admit, German tank commanders look cool.
The best German tanker in the entire world? I know what his name is, but you tell me what his name is.
Franz Frugel.
Michael Whitman.
No,
how is it
it's
German?
Otto Carius.
Oh.
I like how Pecan made us tell him everything.
Otto Carius is one of the best ever tankers alive.
Whitman.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
not,
but
he's
Otto
not German.
Carius was like one of the first people ever to test out the Tiger H1 when it went into battle.
Did his crew
Him
get
and his
knocked
crew
out?
were like the first ones who were able to test it out.
Yeah, but did he get knocked out of battle early?
What?
Did he get knocked out of the battle really fast?
Actually,
Okay, what's your favorite?
No, he was like a legendary tank commander.
I'm going
like
to ask you
famous.
each what's your favorite general from each country. Okay, America. What's your favorite general, people?
Solomon.
Well, from what war? It depends.
Depends. It doesn't matter.
Any war?
Any war.
Then I'm gonna say, what's his name?
George Washington. Who?
I'm gonna go for, what's his name? Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Ike?
Yep.
Okay. How about for Germany, yeah?
Germany? I don't
Franz
know any,
Frugel.
so. I don't know any, so I'm good.
How about for Mother Russia? Come on.
Oh, Russia? I don't know any.
Yeah.
I probably do know them.
Japan, yeah.
Like if you said their names, I would remember who they are, and I'd say, yeah, that guy.
Do you know who Yamamoto is?
Yeah, Yamamoto.
Yeah, I do.
How about a British general?
Inbound.
A British general? I don't know any.
Winston
What
Churchill.
about Montgomery?
Or not? Never mind. Don't even take mine into context.
What about Montgomery?
I was gonna say I would say Winston Churchill, but he ain't a general. Even though he was like a legendary person, you can't say him.
He's not a general.
For America, I would pick George S.
Oh, cool. Well, and, you know, in my opinion, I have to choose from either Dwight D. Eisenhower or Oliver North.
Oliver. Oh, you
So,
Ollie
and then
North.
for Germany, obviously, I'd pick Erwin Rommel.
Erwin Rommel, I know who he is, and I like him a lot.
Help me.
The Desert Fox.
Yeah, that's right. Looking for tanks, no tanks in sight.
Do you know who Joseph Goebbels is?
Yes. Master.
He's this guy, right?
He's my great
Yo,
grandfather.
give me a Russian general.
How about
Putin.
Heinz Guderian?
Putin is like a general, right? Putin was a general, I think, right?
Putin wasn't a general.
Putin was not a general. Putin was a former
KGB.
KGB agent.
Oh. I don't know what that means,
How
so.
about... Do you know who, Polypanocha is? I probably butchered that name.
Yeah, you probably did. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah!
Who's your favorite sniper out of every country?
Who is that guy?
For America, mine would have to be Chris Kyle. I mean, everybody knows who he is, but still.
Who's that Finland guy?
What?
Who's that Finnish guy?
I'd have to agree with you. Okay, who's your favorite
Chris Kyle's
tanker?
amazing.
Tank commander.
My favorite tank commander?
Yep, tank commander.
Oh,
The guy
fuck.
who flew Fury. In Fury. Who drove in Fury.
That's Brad Pitt, and second of all, he's not a real tank commander, so technically no.
No, like the real tank commander. Like the real tank commander.
What do you mean?
Like the real guy who drove
I would
that
pick.
tank.
I would have to pick.
There was no such thing as the Fury tank, actually. They just based an M4A3
I
Sherman
know.
and
I
then
was
named
saying-
it that. In the
There was
movie.
a real Fury, but it wasn't that it's not based on one story. It's based on multiple Sherman stories. There was a real Fury though.
Technically, there's no such thing. Every single character in that movie is fake.
Yeah, but they're
They're
based
not
on
based
real
off real people.
Like it's like based on stories.
Like old war stories.
I don't know any tank commanders because there's no such thing.
Well, I would obviously pick Michael Whitman. Duh.
First of all, I asked who your favorite sniper is for every country.
I'm trying to
And we only
figure
did
out who
America,
that
so
Finland
we're
guy
good.
is. He got shot by like a freaking. He got shot by an
I know
explosive.
my favorite Russian
like he was,
sniper. There's no doubt about it.
he was
is
fighting
the
like
best,
the
in my
Russians
opinion.
in the
My
cold.
favorite.
He was fighting the Russians and he got shot by an explosive round, like in the face, like by a Russian Spetsnaz. No, not Spetsnaz. A Russian sniper.
Spetsnaz, there's no such thing.
I don't know what his name was.
My favorite sniper is for Russia is Vasily Zaitsev. Everybody knows who he is, to be honest.
Yep.
In fact, you even got to do the same thing that he did in the Finest Hour, Call of Duty. You know, one of the best snipers in the world, out of the almost like ever, was actually a female Russian.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Do you know who Eric Cartman is?
Yeah,
Who is he?
It's my papa, Kenny.
a fat guy from.
Kitty, that's my papa.
Here's a better description. Shut up, Kyle, you stupid fucking Jew.
I think we're talking about two different persons.
I know. There's such thing as actual Eric Cartman sniper. But yeah.
No, he's not a sniper. He's a German ace. He had 352 victories. He's the top
Oh
ace
yeah,
of all
you know who
time.
my favorite German ace is?
Franz Frugal.
Manfred von Richthofen.
Oh, the Red
Oh,
Baron.
the
Good
Red
choice,
Baron.
yeah.
I love the Red
And the
Baron.
cool thing was, back then they were soldiers were so respectful. When he died, even the British went to his funeral.
Really?
Yeah,
Wasn't World War I
British
still
pilots
happening
went to
though?
British pilots went to his funeral. In fact, the cool thing was that he was British himself.
Really?
Yeah,
why was he on
and
the
he had like
German
a ton
side?
of British, and he had like a ton of British war medals.
Then why was he on the German side?
Because he lived in German. He just had British family.
Uh-oh.
And when one of his family members died, he He took time off of the military and went to go to the funeral in Great Britain. Back then, pilots were so respectful.
Now you just killed man.
Because
Don't
when
care.
Manfred von Richthofen died, a bunch of British aces went to his funeral.
Because that's what
To
you did
You
back
know,
in
there's
World War One.
most of the top aces of World War II are German.
True.
Like almost the top 100 is just filled with German. The Luftwaffe.
Yeah, they're
Because the Germans taught their pilots so freaking well that it was just impossible to kill them.
really did not.
But when the
Holy
ME-262s came around, they started slacking because of not a lot of supplies and stuff.
Well, that doesn't matter because the Americans fucking kicked their asses.
Actually, the Russians did.
No, the American P-51s fought 262s trying to defend the B-17s
You know who also
during
fought
the end of
British
the war
262s?
when they were bombing out Germany.
Yeah, the 262s had a lot of flaws. They weren't perfect.
Well, but they were damn good at taking B-17s down.
The 262s
Yeah,
just
but
had
it
the
would've
fucking
never been
basically
easy.
standard. 262 just had like the standard fucking what do you call that shit?
Engine, turbo engine.
Focke-Wulf cockpit.
Yeah, so what? So they were trying to make it a cheap and easy thing to make so that they could mass produce it, but they didn't, because they were running low on supplies. They couldn't fulfill the dream that
Hey,
Hitler
Ryan.
had. What?
I know what you
Do you
want.
know who Kurt Walter is?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
I told
war.
Mushroom this already. I already told Mushroom, but I have not told you, but apparently some 107-year-old Argentinian
Oh, yeah.
person
Yeah.
claims that he's Hitler.
Yeah, I heard about that. But Kurt, do you know Kurt Walter?
But there is no proof.
Yeah. Kurt Walter has.
But
They don't
even if he
know.
was Hitler, there is no record whatsoever because if he was German, the only way to get into Argentina or like one of those foreign countries is to like get a fake passport and sneak out of the country undetected. Because any living
Either
SS
way-
officer was
Well,
slaughtered
there's actually
and
no,
killed.
there's no actual proof
Argentina.
that Hitler died in the bunker. in
And the cool thing, and the
1945.
funny thing is, scientists prove it was the Russians claimed that they had Hitler's burnt body.
Yeah, they didn't.
And then scientists proved it. They dated
DNA
the
test?
skull. The skull remains to be a like a
40-year-old
woman in her mid-40s, and
Yeah.
then they banned people from ever seeing the remains ever again. Because the Russians are salty motherfuckers and they know it's not true. But even then, the Americans probably had something to do with that too, because they know Hitler's not dead either. So see,
Everyone knows
there's
Hitler's not dead. Well,
Well,
everyone
it
knew
wouldn't have
Hitler
mattered
didn't
either
die.
way if Hitler was alive or dead. The war was over.
yeah.
And you know, the scariest thing ever? The Nazis were the most fucking advanced technological people at the time of the century.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like at the
I
end,
saw this
if the
thing
war
on
would've-
Thunder Show. No, I saw this thing on Thunder Show where they had like, basically it's a battleship, but a flying fucking spacecraft, and apparently the whole thing is real.
They
And
got
it was,
the Gustav
and
cannon
the
thing.
problem was whenever the Allies tried to destroy it, what happened was it was always like we moved to a different base, and they say that the last time let's say that Hitler took it and hid and flew to a secret bunker in Antarctica and hid
the
there.
Did you
Yeah,
know the
because that's
ME-262
realistic.
was actually supposed to look more like the Meteor? It wasn't supposed to have its engines below the plane. It was supposed to be in the wing.
Right down.
I'm pretty sure there's a variant of that, the ME-262, that actually did that.
Well, no, they just didn't have time to do it. That's how it was intended to be, but they didn't have time. Cost less.
They had to get it out of the factories as fast as they could.
You know what's really stupid?
But
You know what's really
here's the
stupid?
thing.
You know how like I honestly don't care that everyone that I know, like Stormtrooper, U-Butt, and Ryan. Well, not necessarily Ryan because he hasn't fought him. He hasn't paid for like the saber or anything. You guys are getting better jets than me, but in the long run, just because I play Britain so much, I'm gonna get fucking the fucking Pocket Hunter one of these days. Cause I mean, I already have the Meteor Mark III, and I can buy it, but I don't want to buy it. And right now I'm researching the Tempest, so I can